What happens after an adjuster's meeting? Garrett, what should somebody expect after a adjuster's meeting?
Yeah, so after the adjuster appointment is complete, you should expect a phone call or email, a letter of some sort stating the outcome of the inspection, whether that's an approval, a denial. You'll receive after if it's approved, you'll receive an initial payment along with that, and usually like an estimate summary of what they're paying for, which is called like a scope of work or a scope of loss.
Yeah, and it used to be that like some insurance companies, 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, they would come out, the adjuster would be the one, he'd make the decision, he would write up the whole summary, He would print off the first check for the customer. And that's not the case so much anymore, right?
Not as much. No, it's a little different.
Yeah, where it's like they're going to come out, they're going to come or they're going to send somebody, then they're going to go back, then they'll make their decision, then you'll hear from them, then they'll give you a payment, give you a summary. And at that point, I think it's best to have the contractor look at the insurance summary, look it over. You shouldn't necessarily... I think this is one mistake I see homeowners make all too often. They get the insurance summary and they won't show it to the contractor.
Never makes sense.
It never makes sense.
Somebody with experience and knows how the process works, this does not help a homeowner whatsoever.
No, because I think most homeowners think, well, maybe, because I hear them tell me this, maybe I'll get to keep some of this money.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe my roof is $20,000. Insurance company paid me $20,000. Maybe I'll find a roofer to do it for $15,000. I won't have to pay my deductible and I'll get some money. What most homeowners don't realize about that situation is you'll have to turn in that invoice from your contractor. And when you turn that into the insurance company, they will only pay you what the contractor charged you. And you won't get that difference in money. It doesn't work like that. And
then what if they say, well, I can, make the invoice look like it's for the full amount?
Yeah, that's insurance fraud, felony. Not looking good. And the other thing about summaries is summaries can be confusing. They can be hard to read. It's hard to know like what's being covered, what's not. So let's talk about like what is a summary, because like we talk about it all the time. What is an insurance summary? Basically, it's a scope of what the insurance company is paying for, right? Like a detailed breakdown.
Yeah, so insurance summary is going to list in detail what was approved by your insurance company, or what are they paying for? What did they see that was damaged, that qualified for a replacement or a repair? And your insurance summary will list this out in pretty good detail.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's hard to look at to read these and really understand them. It is pretty difficult.
Yeah.
They'll show you your payment schedule and what are they paying out for each thing.
Yep.
Right. So if you get an insurance summary and you only want to do part of it, or like there's some things that they're paying out for that you're not as concerned about, it's important to know how much are they paying for those things.
Yeah.
Right. And that's one thing that that summary will break down for you.
Yep, absolutely. It'll cover depreciation, right? Recoverable depreciation, non-recoverable depreciation in some situations. Every single time you're dealing with an insurance claim, whatever contractor you choose should be a part of that insurance summary. Yeah. This shouldn't become we call it, there's two kinds of roofs people buy from us. There's a retail roof where they pay out of pocket 100%, no insurance company is paying for it. And then there's insurance roofing where insurance companies are basically paying. It's part of an insurance claim. If you have an insurance claim, that contractor should be helping you, because otherwise it may leave you in a spot where you're paying more than what the insurance company is paying you, which if you want to upgrade, you may be paying more than what the insurance company is covering. But it's in your best interest to work with that contractor and have that contractor. Every insurance company says, they print it on like the first page of every summary, please show this to your contractor before starting the work. Because they want to make sure that everybody's on the same page and nobody's getting taken advantage of.
And the majority of the time, they're going to miss something.
Yeah.
Right. Whether it's something that needs to be done or just something that was damaged that they didn't include. Regardless, you're going to pay the same amount for your deductible.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that everything that was damaged is going to be included.
Yeah. And like this is commonly why a lot of homeowners choose us as a contractor is because we can read that summary.
Yeah.
We can interpret it. We can determine what's being covered, what's not, who's responsible. Should the insurance company pay some more money? Is it something that's not included? Maybe do you want to upgrade your roof to have a better quality roof in the next round? You know, so many times, you know, it's the original roof on the house, right? There's so many houses that are 20, 30 years old and the neighborhood gets hit by hail and there was never any drip edge. There was never any ice and water shield on the eaves. Well, the insurance company is not required necessarily to pay for that if it's not covered by code in your area. So at that point, you could like upgrade your roof. But the best thing for you to do is to have the contractor evaluate that summary, which is why people call us. So that way you don't end up with any additional cost. And if you do want to upgrade, then you can choose to upgrade for an additional cost.
Yes. It's important too that your contractor is willing to explain this to you, right? As a homeowner, make sure you ask your contractor, hey, can you walk through the summary and explain like what this actually means?
Yeah.
And if it's probably a red flag if they can't.
Absolutely. 100%.